मैं उधर
So crazy scenes here at the Supreme Court, where you can probably hear lawyers for the Hindu side are actually celebrating the verdict by the Supreme Court. Here you can actually get to see some of them. These are not members of the religious sects. These are lawyers are shouting here in favor of the verdict by the Supreme Court. Now, as you must be aware by now, the Supreme Court has actually said that Rama has made its decision in the Ayodhya verdict. It has allowed and it has directed the central government to set up a trust in favor of the Hindu parties to actually try and set up a Ram Mandir at the site, the disputed site. They've allotted 5 acres of land. They say have to be allotted separately by the central government and the state government in consultation for the Muslim parties, who can then build a mosque there if they so desire. Essentially, this is a decree in favor of Hindu worshippers and their right to be able to worship at a site which, according to their faith, has been the birthplace of Lord Ram. Now, legally, of course, the court clearly said that faith and belief cannot be the basis. It has to be a matter of evidence. And here they said that the evidence all came under the question of possession. Now, what they said was that the possession of the site was not clearly established by the Muslim parties. They were not able to show exclusive possession over the site. Now, they say if we look at, they split the disputed site into an inner courtyard and an outer courtyard, and they said that the inner courtyard, the Muslims were unable to prove exclusive possession over this, and the outer courtyard, however, the Hindus had been able to claim possession, especially exclusive possession, since 1857. Now, what they were able to talk about is that when you look at this inner courtyard area, there were Hindu groups Hindus were allowed to worship in there. There was no exclusive worship by the Muslim parties there, and that has been the key aspect of this case. They have been able to therefore say that Hindus have had access to that area, they've had possession to that area, and therefore Hindu worshippers cannot be denied the right to keep having access there. And on that basis, the central government and the state government have to set up a trust which will deal with the question of how to build this temple, with which they have to create a scheme within 3 months. Now that's obviously the big step which is to go forward. The Nirmohi Akhada, which is one of the Hindu sects involved in all of this, they will be part of that trust. They will have representation there. In terms of the sort of deities involved in all of this, Ram Lalla Virajman was held to be a juristic person, but this is less so much a decree in Ram Lalla's favor. It's more a decree in favor of the Hindu worshippers. In terms of the Ram Janmabhoomi, which is also claimed to be a deity, that has been held to not have any rights over here. It's not a juristic person. Finally, the Nirmohi Akhada, even though they've been allowed to be involved in the trust which is going to be setting up this Ram Mandir, the Nirmohi Akhada suit itself for possession and ownership of the site was dismissed as being barred by limitation. Those here are the basic updates obviously from the judgment. We'll be giving you all everything more, including all the reactions. Keep following the Quint for every single update.